Hi, Mr. Micklick here, continuing our 7-part mini-series on resume development and building. Today we're going to talk to you about contact information. Contact information is our number 2 tip on when you're building your resume. Just so you know, contact information does matter. So let's talk about name. Name on your resume does matter. You're going to want to use the name you want to be called by your employer. You do not need to use the name on your birth certificate. Make sure you use a professional name. Do not use nicknames that are unprofessional. Next on your contact information, you want to put your mailing address. Your mailing address serves as 2 purposes. First, it tells the employer where to send official documents. Secondly, it tells them where you're located. Some employers do believe that if you're not centrally located to the job, you may not accept an offer. If you do not live near the job that you are applying for, you can put in your summary section where you want to live and that you're open to relocation. The format of your mailing address should be street address, apartment if you are living in an apartment, city, state, and zip. Next on your contact information is going to be your email address. You're going to want to use a professional email address. Do not use an unprofessional email address such as partyboy1000@hotmail.com. You also do not want to use your current employer's work email address. If you do this, you may tell a potential employer that you're willing to use their company time and resource to look for new jobs. Keep your work email and your job hunting email separate and keep it professional. If you do not have a personal professional email address, I recommend that you create one. I would use your first and last name. If your first and last name are taken, I would add numbers to the back of the email address for your professional personal email address. Next piece on your contact information is going to be your phone number. Make sure you use your personal phone that you are using. I recommend putting down your mobile cell phone number. I would also recommend that you check your voicemail greeting at this time. You want to make sure you have a professional sounding voicemail so if employers have to leave a message. Also, when you are job hunting, make sure you are checking your voicemail regularly. Most employers expect a return call within a few hours after calling you to offer you a job. An optional piece that you can add into your contact information is a website link or a LinkedIn link. If you are in a career that requires you to have a professional portfolio, it might be a good idea to put your website on there so that potential employers can see your work. If you do not have a website that lists your professional work and portfolio, just don't list it. You can also put in your LinkedIn page's web address. Be careful with this. You want to make sure that your professional portfolio of LinkedIn is going to mirror the job that you're going for. When you were going for keyword stuffing at the job descriptions, when we first started talking about building your resume, you want to make sure that this aligns with your LinkedIn page. If it doesn't, don't use it. So with your contact information, there's 6 do's that you're going to want to focus on. Number 1, put your first and last name in bold text in 20-point font at the top of your resume in the center. Number 2, below your name, you're going to include your mailing address. Number 3, on the 3rd line, you're going to put your email address and phone number. Number 4, make sure that you have a professional email address. Number 5, make sure you have a professional voicemail greeting set up. And number 6, make sure you're checking your email and voicemail frequently. There are 4 don'ts you want to focus on in the contact information. Number 1, do not use an unprofessional name or nickname. Number 2, do not use an unprofessional email address. Number 3, do not use unusual fonts. I recommend sticking with Times New Roman or another commonly seen fonts. And number 4, do not use pictures, graphs, or charts on your resume. This will confuse application tracking system softwares and your resume will get tossed out. As you continue to work through your resume section, again, make sure when you're listing your contact information, it is professional information for your employer. Join us next time as we continue on our 7-part mini-series on resume development and building.